ASMR. Lulu is here with me, which means there's a big chance that I'm going to get interrupted by barking at some point. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today has been a great day already. First, the sun is out. Second, I'm here with Lulu. Third, I've already worked out, therefore I feel like I've done a lot more. And fourth, it is finally time to organize my life. Planning and organizing are easily some of my favorite things to do. And because I love it so much and I've done it for so many years, I figured that I would share with you guys my methods as well as some tips that I've picked up along the way. First, I have a monthly calendar in my room that is big, that I pass by every day, and that I use to plan out my entire year. And then I have my bullet journal. So this is the Lomome, I don't know how to say it, but I got it off of Amazon and it's cheaper than the one that everybody else gets. It is really good quality paper. So I don't know why everyone freaks out over the other one, but highly recommend this one. And I use my bullet journal to basically take things month by month, then break it down week by week. So that's where I have all of my to-do lists. The first thing that I would say is to 100% have some sort of monthly calendar somewhere and make a habit of looking at it. Like I said, I have one in my room, and then at the beginning of every month, I have a monthly log in my bullet journal. I'm able to write down all of my due dates and stuff for each class, and then throughout the semester, I'm able to see not only what I have this week, but what I have for the rest of the month, which really helps me to not fall behind on anything and know exactly how much time I need to delegate to each task. I would also recommend for you to find a system that works for you to kind of differentiate what everything that you write down is for. Which leads me into my second tip, which is to use colors to your advantage. Color coding or using some sort of key has really helped me in the times where I just kind of want to skim through my calendar and not really pay too much attention to it. I personally use two different methods of color coding. The first method is highlighters and markers. I personally like to use mild liners because I feel like they're slightly less aggressive than actual highlighters. At the beginning of the semester, I will assign a color to each of the classes that I'm taking, so it's easier to differentiate which work is for which class. And then for any test or project due date, pretty much anything that is a major grade, I will write in a red marker. So that way it stands out a little bit more than everything else. The second method I use is more so to block off long periods of time. So, do you want to sit in my lap? I use washi tape and just put it along the bottom edge of those days. I will use this when we have any sort of holiday or vacation from school, or if I need to block off a specific weekend for something. Now on to tip number 3, which is to make or print out some sort of physical schedule. This is a space to write down any sort of non-negotiable that you will be having for long periods of time. So for instance, my schedule has anytime I'm in work blocked off, it has my classes blocked off. While I know that this sounds like it's geared a little bit more towards students, I think it could also be really helpful for people who are no longer in school, because you could block off any time that you're at work or doing other things that you have to do, as well as time to do the things for goals that you're trying to reach. For example, if you're trying to go to the gym more often, on the schedule you can block off times where you want to be at the gym, and seeing it there and intentionally giving yourself that time will make you more likely to follow through with your goal. My last two tips are definitely things that could be applied to every aspect of life. So my fourth tip is to not be afraid of failure. For me personally, I cannot for the life of me use the calendar on my phone. I am the type of person that needs to physically write things down to remember them. And while that's something that my brain needs, other people might be able to use digital calendars and it works great for them. So the first step is just to figure out if you're more of a digital person or if you're more of a physical writing things down, making lists kind of person. And then over time, as you try things from those two categories, then you'll be able to figure out what exactly you need. My biggest example of this would be bullet journaling. I almost stopped bullet journaling just because it didn't look anything like the journals that I had seen on Pinterest or on Instagram. It has helped me so much, and I never would have learned that if I hadn't just kept going. I guess just my little spiel on bullet journaling is that the entire point of it is for it to be something that is personalized. If the creative aspect of it is what's keeping you from even trying it in the first place, one, over time you will get better, and two, if you're copying what other people are doing and it looks beautiful, but it doesn't work for you, then there is absolutely no point in you doing it in the first place. If you're not very creative, but you still want your bullet journal to have a creative, fun look, there are people who have created bullet journal templates where all of the spreads are already made and they look pretty and you just fill everything in. And there are also people who sell stickers and stencils. But my main point for this whole thing is to just go for literally anything and figure out what you need, and to not compare what you need to what everybody else is doing. Now my final tip is to make it enjoyable for yourself. If you are not the kind of person that likes to plan, but you really feel like you need to get your life in order, then maybe just spend an hour writing down all of the due dates in your calendar, and then reward yourself by doing something that you enjoy after. So that way your brain will start associating being organized and planning with whatever reward that you decide to give yourself after. When I was getting into bullet journaling and kind of explaining to other people what it was, the main thing that people were responding with is that taking the time to draw out every week or month or layout wastes time that you could be spending doing something more productive or doing something that's actually on your to-do list. While technically that is true, I have found that giving myself that time to think about things like what color I'm going to use and what font I'm going to write in, rather than just pushing myself to check things off of my to-do list, I'm actually more productive in the end. And I have something that shows me the things that I need to do and gives me a space to clear my head. On that note, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any tips that you've come up with that you would like to share, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and subscribe because I upload new videos every 4 days. Are you tired of me? Also subscribe because you get to see this little face. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!